encourage you to at least do a 20-minute walk. But there are a lot of people that exercise, and it looks a little different for those people that exercise. They need more calories, and their program is going to look a little different. So I have the opportunity, for the last 7 years, I've worked with a lot of top fitness models, and I have a fitness site with a top fitness model. And I asked him, I said, okay, I've got something, and you know, I think if I handed him like the worst thing, he would just drink it because he's learned to trust me. And anyway, I said, okay, here's your protocol, and here's what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. And he trusted me enough to say, okay, Michelle, I'll do it. And he had an amazing experience. I want to take a second and invite him up. David, would you come on up? This is David Kimmerle. We have worked together for 7 years now, and he is a top fitness model. He has graced the cover of Muscle and Fitness 5 times. Only one other person has done this, and he's currently featured in the new release of the movie, The Perfect Physique. And so he's looking right now. It should be shown here in Utah, as they're talking about bringing it here to Utah, so you'll definitely want to see it. And he has, Ron? Let's keep this professional. Let's keep this professional.
My first day. How's for you? How's for you? Be hurt.
What I'd like you to do, Dave, is if you could share with us what you experienced on your Ketopia program and the protocol that we worked on.
All joking aside, guys, I absolutely adore this lady, and I am here today because she said you've got to get here. And after I explained to her what had happened, I was in the middle of the 4-day or 10-day, and I'm resetting, and I'm trying it. I've got the math, I've got everything educated. I know how many calories a day I'm eating, why I'm eating them, and why I'm eating them when I'm eating them. So we hit this at a very educated pace. I was an athlete. I was already sitting around 7% body fat, 6%. So I'm 4 days into no carbs, 30 net carbs, to be real, 50 total carbs, minus the 5. We'll go into all that on the plan. But, I mean, I'm feeling like this is a whole new thing. I've never eaten that much cheese in my life, right? And without guilt. And so what happens on my 3rd day? I get a call from Muscle and Fitness, and they say, Kimmerle, we want to shoot you in a couple days. There's a sense of anxiety when you do something brand new. Ladies, how many of you change your hair color right before a wedding? Go to a different haircut place or try a new diet? No, we were going with what we know works, right? Well, I didn't know this worked. I went on this lady's opinion and her word and the science behind it, and I'm big into clinical research, and I'm big into studies, and I did this, the research and made my own opinion. One thing you guys need to know about me, you can never give me an opinion, and I will never share an opinion that's been given to me. I will do my research and give you my opinion, or I'll simply say, I don't know. It's out of my education. So moving forward from there, I'm on the phone with Muscle and Fitness, like, yeah, I'll be there. And a famous photographer is going to shoot me, and this is what I do for a living. I need to show up, and they shake hands with these men and provide the body that they're expected to get, and the standard I've lived by. So now we're back to anxious. What do I do? And I threw in a high carb day. We'll cover all that, but there's low carb and high carb, and when you're low carb, you're in ketosis. And I threw in this carb, and essentially what we were doing is we were thinning the skin. My body's burning fat. We're in ketosis, man. I even got strips. We're really burning fat. And it was the most amazing thing, so I wasn't hungry. We can go through all the adjectives later. But then I do my high carb day. And what happened was I basically took a bunch of carbs without fat. It's exactly opposite of what you do in ketosis. And your protein's also still really down because your body absorbs protein at a higher rate when you have a lot of carbs. So what happened was I, in a sense, with a little bit of water, and you don't cut your water or do anything, you don't do anything fancy, all I did was eat a whole bunch of carbs, and they've been flooding into the system like a sponge looking for water that's dry on a desert day. It was just sucking it up. And what happened is I got volume. Now what I did is it's called a refeed, or however you want to word, lots of adjectives. Well, in a sense, I pumped up like a balloon my muscles. They were a little bit flat, to be honest, but the skin on top of it was thinning, so that was fine with me. And what happened? The next day, I'm looking at pictures of myself going, I'm being real, I've never seen results like this in this short a time. I've had to diet down, I've done the 12-week courses, I really do believe in carbs too. But I was willing to try this, and I can't tell you that I know of a better product to take a 10-day reset. anywhere, right? We all know ketosis works, but putting yourself into ketosis with the help of the product was another level. So I came out here all the way from Hollywood. We had the movie launch, we had everything, because of the images I saw with the amount of time I had to spend to do it. I finished the last 4 days, and we wrote a protocol. We went back and forth over it, and I am standing here for sure excited about sharing with you guys. I don't know how many of you are into cycling. Utah's a big cycling. Got some guys that are rock climbing, that are playing sports, volleyball with the ladies, any sort of getting out and being busy. Well, a lot of times when you're super busy, your heart rate gets too high when you've got a lot of effort going on, a resistance, as I like to umbrella it, and your body can't burn fat because it needs to burn carbs. So what we came up with is how to control your effort and still be able to do your activity, whatever it is, and burn the utmost calories of fat. We're jumping on the line of the most amount of calories burned of fat. We're using technology, we're using science, we're using advice, and we're using this product. So we're going to be hearing a lot from David Kimmerle. I'm here to stay.